Nairobi. Kenya's capital is a melting pot. Modern and traditional exist here cheek by jowl. This is where Alfred Muchilwa grew up. Alfred is one of Kenya's young artists. In this publishing house, they design their own magazines and children's books that combine learning with fun.
Draw from. Okay. And it usually starts with, and then I scan it, and then I come and apply digital paint. It usually becomes.
Alfred had an idea to illustrate a children's book about animals. Animals that literally transport the alphabet around the country. He'd heard about a little library in the east of the country and began his search. Meanwhile, in the northeastern province of Garissa, that's where Gello and his librarian partner Abdullah come in. Gello can carry around 150 kilograms. The camels are well trained. A long trek with heavy loads in the arid heat lies ahead. Sure-footed and on strong legs, the camels set off before the blazing heat of midday. The bell around Gello's neck sets the rhythm for the others. With Gello in the lead, 3 young male camels trail him to learn the road and its pitfalls and challenges. A great honor, as they're all part of the only camel-born library. Nomad villages in Kenya. Daily life is shaped by the harshness of nature. The children know very little about the outside world. There's no television, scarcely a radio, and mostly not even books. A stranger from far away turns up at this settlement. It's Alfred Muchilwa, looking for motifs for his children's book. The artist notes that the women do all the work here. The men relax in the shade, keeping in the background. He discovers that many mothers don't send their children to school, especially their daughters. They need them around the house. Alfred wants his camel book to encourage people to enjoy books and reading, especially girls.
It's just as important for boys as it is for girls, but in this particular part of the country, more important for girls, because in the past they have been denied education opportunities and forced into early marriages. So, well, for the most part, education is a way out of that.
Alfred Muchilwa is in his element. Intently sketching the nomad village, the visitor attracts plenty of attention. Alfred tells the girls about the story he's drawing, that it's set near here. The story of the camel Gello, who carries books into the desert for the very first time. And is frightened by a lion, and loses the books and all the letters inside them. And he needs the children's help. The girls are spellbound. Gello's book-laden caravan reaches its first point of call. The librarians set up the reading session. It's important to keep everything in order. First, the books must be sorted out. Every class has time to inspect the books closely. They're extremely valuable here and are treated with great care. Alfred uses this almost reverent ceremony as material for his sketches and studies. Line by line, his children's book is coming to life. All of it is interesting. School books, comics, and novels. Gello watches from a distance with the eye of an expert. Alfred tries to capture the essence of his main character. The illustrator wants to finish his camel book quickly. Producing a children's book takes time. Developing the character of a camel to look the way you want it is especially time-consuming and can be nerve-wracking. Observing Gello and the other camels in the desert, Alfred realized that they have a lot of human attributes.
I look at them as like puppets, kind of. If I feel confident enough to manipulate a character such that I feel like I'm handling a person, then I know I'm ready with that character.
The illustrated story is given the final touches at the computer. This is where his artistic creations really come to life. Only once the illustrations have been finished does he write the accompanying text. Although Gello's caravan has been visiting these schools for years, the children are always fascinated anew by these big animals. The camels never lose their appeal. Gello is experienced and patient with the children.
Come on in. Wait till you see it. Oh.
In Nairobi, it's a big day for Alfred Muchilwa's publishing house.
Come on in. This is it right here. Ta-da! Look at there, huh?
Wow.
Well done.
Okay.
Well done.
Thanks.
I'm happy.
Alfred's dream of publishing his own book has come true.
I am, sure.
Like that.
Thanks.
Well done. All right.
So.
Okay. Thanks. Heading out. Okay. Get back. Bye.
The illustrator sends a copy of his book on a long journey. To the place where he drew the sketches, in fact. The educational programs at the schools continue. The librarians are happy that among the pupils, reader numbers are increasing. Alfred's book is greeted with delight. More and more young people are learning their ABCs, how to read and write. Books are becoming part of daily life. The patient work done by Abdullah Salah and his librarian colleagues is paying off. Abdullah is proud of Gello and his pals. They will continue to make sure that the nomad children learn new things from books in the future. And soon, the 3 younger camels will be able to help. The fascination of pictures, letters and writing is reaching more and more young people, even if the first step is just a short story about camels. The camels who brought them books. It's almost poetic, and a little like a fairy tale.